Like, I make fun of it, but that's a real thing, you guys, and you know it. You know it. Hey dancers, it's Kirsten. Welcome back to the Confident Dancer YouTube channel. Today I'm going to share with you 8 tips that you can use to enjoy yourself more in dance class. Yeah, dance is hard. We work hard, but like, why do we do it if we don't enjoy it at least a good portion of the time? It's not always going to be rainbows and butterflies. I get that 100%, especially if you're a professional dancer. Sometimes it's really just a job, and it's okay to feel like that, you guys. But in general, I do think that it's kind of sadly common to train more and more, and as you train and as you get better, we kind of train the joy out of dance. And so then it's something that you kind of have to relearn how to have fun doing. And so these are some tips that will help you in that relearning process. Take these to heart, put them into practice, and enjoy. Tip number 1 is before you go into your dance class for the day, pick 1 or 2 things that you are excited to improve upon, play with, experiment with for your own reasons. Not just because someone else told you to do it, not because you think it's such a big problem, a big flaw in your dancing and you need to fix it or else you're a bad dancer. No, so you can just pick one thing, just one thing. I recommend keeping it narrow, keeping it simple so you can stay focused on it, that you think, okay, that would be so cool if I were able to hold my arabesque balance today. I would love to find more ways to dance bigger and with more expression. You know, pick something that you actually have energy behind and that you want to enhance or experience in your dancing for your own reasons. And I know we go to class also to get corrections, and so there will be some things that you are asked to work on that it would be good if you took that to heart and you started to improve upon it. It is totally valid to notice some imperfections in your dancing and want to fix it. Let's also balance it out with not just having goals and intentions that are all centered around like, oh, there are these big flaws in my dancing that someone else has a problem with and I need to fix it. Like, have your own things that you want to work on because it makes you happy to experiment with those things and grow in those ways. Tip number 2 is to use the let's just see attitude. Use an experimental attitude as you dance. Like, let's see if I could go for this. Let's see if I could do more. What the heck? Let's just go for it and see. If you can ease your way into this, I understand that some class environments really don't feel conducive to experimentation. Like if you make one little mistake, your teacher's like yelling at you, and I totally empathize with that experience. It's hard, I get it. I've even found that I do think there are sometimes little ways that you can experiment, that you can challenge yourself, push your limits, have some fun. Again, I want to acknowledge that it's hard in those settings, but especially if you're not in one of those settings, go for it. Say, okay, let's just see, can I do this? Let's try. Let's experiment instead of always being in your head thinking, how do I do that perfectly? How do I ensure that I do this perfectly? I think that causes us to kind of hold back as we dance. Let's say, for example, when we're doing pirouettes in ballet class, it's so normal for dancers to think, well, I know I can do a single pirouette, or like, I know I can do a double pirouette and land it, so I'm just gonna go for that to like stay safe. Because we're so terrified that if we go for a triple, it'll look bad, or we won't land it. But guess what? You know this logically. If you don't experiment and go for it, you'll never learn how to do the triple pirouette. So I think it's great to frame things in your mind as, I'm going to experiment. Let's just see, let's just try. And keep an open mind that even if it doesn't go perfectly, that's okay. Keep experimenting. That's what experiments are for, to keep trying until you find it. So keep a really open time frame, if you can, an indefinite time frame on, I'm willing to experiment with this forever until I get it, instead of deciding after you experiment with triple pirouettes 3 times, like, I've tried and I've decided that I'm not good at turns and I can't do a triple. Like, I make fun of it, but that's a real thing, you guys, and you know it. You know it. So experiment. Tip number 3 is get in touch with your body and turn your awareness towards the good feelings in your body as you dance. As I take ballet class, I've learned to actually, like, this really enhances my enjoyment. I promise you. I've learned to actually tune into the feeling of like air in my lungs and an expansive chest and back and a like lifted gaze, and that feels good in my body as I dance. And that is such a shift from how I used to dance as a teenager when I was all about like trying to be good enough to be a professional. I was so fixated on perfection that I was so tuned into how much like effort I was putting into the movements and like squeezing my muscles and like trying to be perfect. And I was so stiff, and dancing didn't feel good. And it also didn't look very good when I danced like that. So I really think that there is space for us as we dance to like let the movement feel good. Of course, there are times in ballet class, like when I'm doing an arabesque balance, and it gets uncomfortable. Like, you know what I'm talking about. You get uncomfortable holding your leg up behind you. Your muscles start to cramp and they get tired. And that's when I tune my awareness into how good it feels to challenge myself, how good it feels to push through something. Even if my like breath, my neck, my face feels good. Okay, I'm gonna focus on that instead of like, oh my gosh, my back hurts. And it really helps me to enjoy class so much more. So I really suggest you experiment and start doing the same. Next, let the music inspire you. This one's simple. You might be like, yeah, but like, how often do you actually pay attention to the music beyond just using it for counts or like noise in the background to you dancing? I think it's so transformative, and it brings so much more joy to dance when we appreciate the music as an entirely beautiful art form that stands on its own, that we use to fuel our art form of dance. Maybe that sounds dramatic. I don't care. I think it's an appreciation of the music, and I really believe that good dancing comes from an appreciation of the music. And the more you tune into it and the details and the feeling of it and how it makes you feel, and you transmit that into your dancing, you not only look better, it feels better. It feels good. It's fun. And that inspiration, it fills you with energy. Of course, that feels good. It feels good to be inspired. So let the music inspire you. Hey there, I hope you're really enjoying this video, but I just need to ask you something really quick. Is self-doubt really just sucking the joy out of dancing for you? Is being in your head and being self-critical and not feeling good enough, like even if you look fine on the outside and you know you're just plowing along, is that affecting your ability to perform and enjoy dance while you're at it? If those mental struggles sound familiar, or others like performance anxiety, perfectionism, comparing yourself to other dancers, any of those things, if those are impacting your ability to perform your best and feel your best consistently, then you don't have to keep struggling. I'm so passionate about this, and I want to talk to you about the Confident Dancer Coaching Program. This is a coaching program that focuses on the mental side of dance, where you and I can work together individually to truly help you to build the belief in yourself, let go of all the negative programming in your mind that's impacting your ability to perform in your experience, and help you truly build the confidence to thrive as a dancer and fulfill your personal potential. If that's something that you want, you can click the link in my description box to visit kirstenkemp.com. Learn more about the Confident Dancer Coaching Program, what it includes, how it works, read incredible testimonials from past clients who've worked with me, and schedule a free 30-minute consultation where you and I can connect, talk about your goals and challenges, absolutely no strings attached, and just see if working together would be a great fit for you and your goals. If that's something you're interested in, definitely take advantage of that free consultation. Give yourself a chance to truly thrive as a dancer, and I hope to talk to you soon. I also want to just briefly say that my group coaching program, the Confident Dancer Collective, will be opening doors for enrollment again soon. This will be a new and improved version. Details will come out shortly, but I want to invite you to check out the description box and sign up for my email newsletter, where you can be the first to just really stay tuned on the details of the new and improved program and know when enrollment opens. There will be early bird enrollment bonuses, so be in the know, sign up for my email newsletter, and that is all I have to say. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Let's move on with it. Next, feel that you are dancing with your peers instead of just amongst them or against them. Tune into the feeling of connection, of dancing with people. You're all dancing towards common goals with similar interests. You're having the same experience together. Hey, even if you don't like the people you're dancing with, I get it, it happens. It's such a powerful thing to feel connected to something beyond yourself. And an easy way to start is feeling connected to the people you're dancing with. Appreciate that you're dancing in a group. Feed off of their energy if it's good. It's not always good. I get that. Appreciate that even you are a part of human history and dance history, and so many people came before you to develop dance and your art form into what it is so that you can enjoy it. You know, feeling connected to the people you're next to and just something bigger than yourself, that feeling of connection is something that across the board enhances our sense of joy in life. And so, of course, it's going to help you dance too. So feel like you're dancing with your peers and almost let that energy of connection carry you. I think that's something that brings a lot of joy to dance, especially when you're on stage. Instead of focusing on like just you and acting like the whole show is about you and everyone's watching you, focus on how you're a part of this performance. You're with other people, even in a solo. You're a part of an entire performance and you're connected to the people who are watching you. So focus on the connection that you are able to feel with the people around you. Next, this one is so important. Honestly, I should have put it as number one, okay? But here we are. Project positive words, imagery, and expectations onto the class, the rehearsal, the performance, whatever it is that you're about to do. Project positive intentions towards it. Okay, now my cat is meowing, so forgive me. Forgive him. Forgive him. It's not my fault. But anyway, it's so easy to either just stay stuck in a rut of being like, oh, this class is going to be hard. I feel tired today. But you're projecting. Class hasn't happened yet. Or your performance hasn't happened yet. And it's so easy to project and be like, oh, this is going to be rough. No. You can just as easily choose to project something positive onto the experience that's about to happen. That doesn't mean you're like, it's going to be perfect. Like, it can be reasonable. You could just say, you know what can I be excited for in this class? You can say, I am going to go in there and enjoy what I can from this class. I'm going to see what it does have to offer me. I'm going to give it what I can, you know, whatever it is. And also be mindful of the imagery that is going through your mind as you're preparing to go dance. Sometimes we could just unconsciously let imagery come to mind of us being tired, of us not liking what we see in the mirror, of us like encountering the teacher or the classmate we don't like. That's a mental movie that's creating an emotion in you that then creates an expectation that then you might actually fulfill. You know, these images sometimes create self-fulfilling prophecies. So you can just as easily make it positive. Take a second to play a mental movie of you enjoying yourself. See yourself having a smile on your face as you dance, enjoying the music. Just those little things really help you to acknowledge that your mind and your words have a lot of power, and the images you put in your mind have a lot of power. So you can project, like, you know what, this class will be great. I'm going to make it great. Little things like that, they actually do go a long way. So try it out. Number 7, don't let mistakes mean anything. Just move on as quickly as you can. It's so easy to be like, oh, you know, you make one mistake and you're just annoyed. You make 2 mistakes, you're extra annoyed. You make 3 mistakes and you're like, bar was bad, cinder's probably going to be bad. You know what, it's just a bad day. You know what I'm talking about. Even if that's kind of dramatic, I think a lot of us do it without really acknowledging it or knowing it. And so this is your opportunity to become aware of what projections you're making based off of a couple of mistakes. Or sometimes we even just say like, oh, I messed up so much, it's like a bad turning day. It's a bad jumping day. It's a bad this, it's a bad that. You're choosing to assign meaning to something that doesn't have to possess that meaning. And whatever meaning you assign to the experience of making a mistake is going to create a feeling that then will either uplift you or drag you down. And so I think it's just helpful to see mistakes as feedback, learn from it, do better, move on. Don't create a story about it. Just keep moving and don't give them too much power. Number 8, choose to laugh, even if just internally, at your mistakes. And no, I do not believe that this is an act of not being diligent or not caring. I just think sometimes we just take ourselves so seriously as dancers, and sometimes it's just incredibly valuable to have that internal self-talk of like, oh, silly, you can do better next time. Like, oh, silly, we're just gonna move on. Oh, you know, this is how I just talk to myself. It resonates with me. I'm like, silly girl, we're just gonna move on. Okay, you know, I just kind of laugh at it like, oh, that's silly. And that just helps me to stay light and just keep focusing on what I can do, keep doing the next thing, stay in the moment and not get dragged down. We can make a couple of mistakes and then just let it make us feel heavy and critical of ourselves, but it doesn't have to be that way. So if the environment feels conducive for it, sometimes like I kind of like smile, giggle out loud. I'm just kind of like, okay. I think it would be unwise, especially in a professional environment, if you smile or laugh and then you don't practice. Like, definitely make it apparent that you're still doing what you can, you're still practicing, you're still working on improving. But I also am just such a firm believer that how we respond to our mistakes, we are training other people to respond that way. So if you respond like so mad at yourself, then you're training other people to be like, well, I guess that was a big deal. Like, I guess she's not capable of that or whatever, you know? So keep it light. You're allowed to laugh at yourself, even if it's just on the inside. We don't have to make the mistakes such a big deal. So dancers, that's it. I hope you really enjoyed this video and that you use these tips to enjoy your next class. Tell me which tips were your favorite, and if you have any to add in the comments. I always love seeing your input. Give this video a thumbs up. Of course, as always, if you enjoyed it, I really appreciate that. And I'll see you in next week's video. All right, bye.